iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show under the world of outlaws.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the All-Star race. I'm joined with a few people here. We're starting pretty early tonight. The race isn't starting until I think about 9:30. We're going in relatively early. Still getting things honestly set up. We weren't expecting the showdown to end as late as it did. But let me tell you, the showdown was interesting. We're joined by John Cottle. And John, you had an interesting moment happen to you during that one. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
I got kind of bumped. I got the bump and run. I should have given it to somebody earlier, but I thought best about it, and then it turns around and bites me in the butt.
Show that here in a second. Just gotta find it here. It was an interesting move, and I know if you had the opportunity, if you were in the same position, I'm sure you would have done the same thing.
I had an opportunity earlier when I was racing George Munger. I got right up on his bumper and tapped a little bit. I should have stayed in the throttle and kind of gave him the bumper, but I was scared he was going to wreck, and I thought of caution, I would have got an EOL. So.
But that was pretty good. There were a lot of good moments from the showdown. We'll try to get that all straightened out. But while we do that, we're going to take another run through the commercials while we get that all sorted out. Like I said, we were not expecting the showdown to end that late. There were some delayed cautions that pushed it back a little bit longer. So we will be right back. We'll get everything set up for you guys.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, everyone, we are back. Sorry for the delay here. Oh, look at this. We we got Jeffrey Ford here in the booth.
Yes, you do. How you doing tonight, Christian?
I'm doing fantastic. I wasn't expecting you to come in here. We're gonna have a party tonight. It's an all-star party. That's what it is. We just need
Exactly.
Scotty up here. Be an all-star party right here. We got John Cottle, the Dirt Series broadcaster. We got me, the Beeline Sim broadcaster. We got Jeffrey, the Cup Series broadcaster. We're all here. We also have Chaffin joining us too. I believe is his first time this season joining us.
Yeah, it's definitely my first time. First time being in a broadcast booth in 2 years.
Man, that's a long break away from the broadcast booth. It's so much fun up here. How can you take that long of a break, man?
Work got in the way. It's part of the reason why I'm not out there racing right now. But, had an opportunity, was off today. So Anthony said, hop up in the booth with you guys. So here I am.
Hell yeah, we're going to have some fun here. All right, we're going to show... You guys want to talk about how these Cup cars are handling? I think, John, you were in the race. How are they handling Charlotte so far?
I mean, they're not handling that bad. You pretty much your minimum time out the throttle, a little bit tight in the center. You really got to work the throttle to get it to rotate. Other than that, it handles pretty good. I'll tell you one thing, though. You hit that wall, your night's done. I don't care how much damage you got. I don't care if you scrape it. You are going to be off the pace because that car gets so aero tight through these corners. I mean, you cannot hug the bottom. You can't get the front end to sit down or anything, man.
Oh, we found the segment 1.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
Got
So we got 16 cars in tonight's field, I see. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Final lap.
I hear you.
The showdown to end so early, so we're trying to get all the highlights from the showdown to show for these folks here. But since it ended so late, I didn't have time to set it all up.
I know the feeling.
All right, but we now have it set up, so we're gonna get to it here. This is segment 1. Dalton Tucker was our winner. We're gonna bring him to the booth if he's all right with talking. So we'll take a look here at the video here. Caution's gonna come out with less than, looks like 3 to go in the first segment, so that's gonna make Dalton Tucker segment 1 winner. Alright, that was a short video, but Dalton Tucker comes out with the first segment win. The caution came out when we weren't really expecting it, but the caution did come out right toward the end of the segment, and he's going to get the win easily. So we're going to try bringing him down here if he's got time. I will be right back, fellas. Well, they are doing their
Driver's meeting.
yeah, drivers meeting. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get to do the interviews that we wanted to. We ran out of time, so we're just going to show the rest of the videos here. Here is segment 2 and George Munger. 2 to go now in the second segment, and George Munger has a real big gap here. As he takes the white flag for segment 2 here. No one
Copy
behind
that,
him.
copy's out. Car yellow flag is waving here.
Actually, that will do it. I misread it. That is over. Segment 2 is over. George Munger gonna come away with segment 2 win and is locked in to the All-Star race. All right, now we're this is the famous John Caudle bump and run that he is so very mad about. So let's take a look at that one now. Yeah, that was interesting. thing.
All right, guys, enjoy the show, and I hope to be talking to you guys at the end here.
Yeah, good luck tonight, Anthony.
Thanks, guys. Oh, one more thing, in case you haven't mentioned it. $30 to the winner tonight in the All-Star race. Our new sponsor that came aboard, Pit Stop Designs, is now offering a $30 prize to the winner of the All-Star race tonight. So new sponsor for the Cup Series. The logo's provided there. Can't wait to have them aboard, man. They're already doing big things. So $30 to the winner tonight.
Yes, sir. Right now, we've got George Munger leading with that 26.542 seconds. Just 3 showing time so far. We'll have a few more here shortly. Who's your favorite, Christian, to win tonight of these, looks like 16, 17 drivers?
Guys, I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
It's close.
Don't pick.
Yeah, it's really tough. I don't think it's going to be one of the Showdown drivers. I honestly don't. I think it's going to be one of the guys that's already locked in. You know, Brad Bohr is obviously a real strong contender. I've seen that he's done well in the Cup Series. I've raced against him. He's pretty good. You know, also we have Ronnie Norman. He's a past champion in the Truck Series. He got a win earlier this season, which locked him into this. I know he's always strong at Charlotte. And then you got Anthony Thitchener, which he's good anywhere. So there's so many guys that could win this race tonight.
How
That's why it's called the
about
All-Star race.
how about this? How about I'm gonna go out on a limb, and it's not really that much of a limb, but I'm going to say that Nick Olsen gets to win tonight.
Ooh, that's bold.
I'm thinking old Nick's gonna get it. You know, we will see. It's gonna be fun to watch these guys here at Charlotte. Can't wait to see these guys get underway. So the guys were reporting that it feels pretty nice out there on that nice cool track tonight, right?
It does feel nice. It's a little tight, but like I said, it's Charlotte. Charlotte's always a little tight.
Yeah, especially when you get a little bit later in the run and that wall starts getting, looks like it starts getting a little bit closer to you.
Oh yeah, that wall comes up on you fast off of 4, man. I mean, it's just gives you nightmares at night.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I was a betting man, I'd take anyone in the top. How many cars in the field?
There's 16. I'm not really in there. 16 guys.
17. Well, yeah, 16. 16, I'm sorry, 16.
Yeah, I forgot to come in as a spectator, but that's all right.
I'll put it this way. Let's look at the times. Look at how close they are. There's only 4 tenths. So realistically, okay, maybe the guys at the back are better on the long run, maybe. The guys at the top, maybe they're better on the short run. Not saying that's how it is. So, I mean, you could have all 17 in this field because, you know, everybody in this Cup Series is very competitive. And, I mean, come on, guys. You can't count anybody out of this race.
Yeah, I'm showing all 15 drivers are within a tenth of each other. So it's close.
Yeah, I know with my experience, I raced in this race 2 years ago. You can't count any of them out because as soon as you pick one winner, it'll be somebody else.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to say. Those guys at the front there, they could wear the tires out, and then the guys who are a couple tenths off might be able to make up a little bit of ground. But I'm not expecting too many cautions tonight on this track. Good drivers as they are gridding up right now. Looks like our pole sitter is going to be George Munger with that 26.542, but pretty much they're all within a tenth or 2 of each other, so it could be pretty good.
You know, on an interesting note, I'm looking at the top 3, George Munger, Dalton Tucker, and Rob Haynes. none of them were initially locked into the All-Star race. Rob Haynes got the fan vote. Dalton Tucker won segment 1, and George Munger won segment 2. They came in and kind of dominated qualifying here.
Yes, sir. Dalton's always good. All those guys up front there are good. It looks like Scott Sanderson didn't put a time down.
I don't know if he's racing tonight. I don't think he's racing.
Okay. Okay, so I'm showing him in here too. So it looks like 15 cars here. I'm still sticking with my original. Nick Olsen is going to win this. That's what I'm choosing.
Yeah, we'll go through the results. I'll get the top 10. Who wants the rest?
I'll go after the top 10.
Qualifying top. Okay.
I'll
right,
call
so
out the last one.
in row 1, we got George Munger and Dalton Tucker. Row 2, we got Rob Haynes and Justin Bland. Row 3, Thomas Lattimore and Anthony Thitchener. Row 4, Joey Stats and Luis Salmaso. I don't know what row anymore. I'm going with 9th and 10th. Ronnie Norman and Nick Olsen. Let's go with 11th.
11th, you'll have Stephen Massey in that 97 car. 12th, you have Michael Leiby in that number 55 car. 13th, you'll have David Bordney in that number 69 car. 14th will be Brad Bourne in that 15 car. And 15th gridding will be Chris Steele in that number 11 car.
So 15 cars going to start the race tonight. This should be interesting to see. We did get the paints all loaded up. As we see the number 55, Michael Leiby, is in a Wrangler car. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't know. For some reason, Brad Bohr is reset. Try to refresh.
That 14 car is flashing like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I'm showing Michael Leiby as the Wrangler car.
Yeah, Trading Paints has been acting up lately. They need to fix that.
They do, because we want to see all these fantastic schemes.
Ooh, guys, I don't even know if Dalton's going to be able to race. His quality's at 40.
Anthony Thitchener in the old Budweiser car, the Born on Date car. Wow, Thomas Lattimore. Look at this car.
I'm so confused who to pull for on that paint scheme of Thomas Lattimore.
I got to go with the back half. Like, if he could cut off the nose of the car and still race, that'd be fine, because Jimmy Johnson, you know, I don't think he deserves to be on there with those two legends. Anyways, let's go up to the leader here. She is blinking out pretty bad. Dalton Tucker, him and George Munger up here on the front row.
Ready,
That's interesting.
We are green in the All-Star race for the first segment. Yeah, Dalton Tucker's still having internet issues. Hopefully he gets them settled, because he is fast. Got a lot of white cars out there. Love Trading Paints. But George Munger out to a nice lead out front. Looks like Rob Haynes in second place. Justin Bland
George Munger
move into third.
Yeah, George Munger, he's jumped out to a little bit of a lead, but all those cars are staying relatively close right now. But we'll see if Munger's going to be able to stay out in front for this whole race, or if some of those other cars are going to be able to make it up to his back door there and put a little pressure on him.
Yeah, this race is going to be 100 laps tonight.
Okay, 100 laps. So yeah, you must have been right there. The 50 laps must have been just for the showdown.
Tell you what, Justin Bland on the move early, already up into second place here.
You know, in the back of my mind, I secretly was pulling for Justin Bland.
I always got to pull for Justin. He's my teammate in the Cup Series.
Hi.
You got the 87 with Thitchener and Rob Haynes. Let's see if Rob can go ahead and. Nah, I think this is just a ride mine for right now.
I'm trying to go through the field and kind of look at their lines they're going through. So,
Those three's getting ready to overtake.
Ooh.
Getting ready to overtake.
Hey, we got a battle here for 4th place. Thomas Lattimore and Rob Haynes. Ronnie Norman right behind them.
It might open the door for Nick Olsen.
It might. It looks like, oh yeah. At 68, he's getting hung out there a little bit.
Oh, he's at the wall.
Good battle going on here. Good battle going on here.
I know it's an exhibition race, but you still have to pick and choose your battles.
Oh, maybe
we got 3 wide here.
3 wide.
Oh.
Thomas Lattimore. Oh, yeah, 68 backed out. Oh, they're getting. Boy.
Hold on to it, boys.
And we know Ronnie is not one to wait. He is going to get up on the wheel and drive that thing.
Yeah, he's trying to get up there quickly. Got that number 1 car, though. He's caught up with these 3 battling. Looks like Joey Stats wants
He's going to make it. Oh, no, he thought better of it. He took a peek underneath Ronnie, but he was like, nah, not this early.
Yeah, he wants the, he's like, you know what, I got a few more laps here. You know, hey, $35 or $30, that'll buy you a couple tracks there, or almost all the dirt content. Looks like Dalton fell out, unfortunately. He's probably trying to get that stuff fixed. He's 5 laps down, though.
Oh, look at Justin Bland. He's closing in.
Yes, indeed he is. He has it down to about 2/10 now.
Yeah, 0.2 of a second is what I'm showing right now. I think just crossed the stripe there.
George Munger may have run out the tires early in the run here.
Yeah, that's one thing I did notice that George was doing. It's just because of I'm not nothing against George Munger, but the line he kind of takes at Charlotte, it kind of wears out his tires a little bit more than say the line that Justin's taking. If you look at the slight difference in the way they enter the corner and get to the bottom, it makes a big difference over 10, 15 laps.
Yeah, Justin's putting in a little bit less wheel input.
And that could pay dividends as long as there's a green flag run. Are we full fuel, guys, tonight? It looks like Bland's going to take over right now. They're going to be going side by side into the one here. Looks like Bland's going to overtake. George is just going to go ahead and give the position to him. Or is he? He's making another good run, good charge. Oh, he looks like he tapped the wall a little bit there, did George Munger.
Ooh, that's going to hurt. I promise you.
Yeah, I don't know how hard it was, but and a little bit here on these tracks where you're going pretty fast. Just a little bit of aerodynamic trouble with your car, and it can mean a mile per hour or 2.
Well, it's not just that; it's the way that it affects the car too. I mean, like per se, if you have a little tiny wrinkle right above the say right front fender, it might make that car a little bit airtight. Like if you look at the way George Munger's car handling now, look at how it rotates the center. It's completely different than it was a lap right before that happened.
Right, as Anthony,
here we
you
go.
see Anthony's getting ready to go down below Munger, so Munger's definitely wore out his tires.
Oh, they make contact a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That was so
Anthony came
close to
close
being
to the
trouble.
wall after that contact.
You couldn't have slipped that type of hair.
A piece of paper.
A piece of paper. There you go.
I think Anthony thought he was. Oh, he's hard in the wall, and around goes Anthony.
Is he gonna hang on to it? Ooh, he's all right. He's all right. No caution. Caution's not out.
No caution.
But
Nice save.
That's gonna cause some issues there.
Yeah, that might end the night for Anthony as far as handling wise. That could take him out of contention.
I don't think don't look like he got too much damage from it. To be honest. Did he hit the wall?
The rear passenger side quarter panel is damaged a bit.
Oh, let me.
Got another one with damage. Ronnie Norman also heavy damage on his right side. I seen that he was falling back, and I was wondering why. I know why now.
Munger hit the wall too. Let me take a look at his car. Yeah, he
I don't see anything on his. He must have brushed it a little tiny bit.
Oh, he's coming back on bland.
Yeah, I think these boys are saying tonight there's $1 million on the line. They're going to give it all they've got tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're taking the line out of the Days of Thunder when this race is over. Hey, look, a side we don't have to fix.
Hit the pace car. Oh, the back is follow up on that. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
I'm too busy eating ice cream.
Oh!
Too busy eating ice cream. Hey, you can't do that on TV, but you can sure do it in the ECRL broadcast booth.
That's right. I think Justin wore out his tires now. What is going on?
That's how it was in the showdown. It was just back and forth battling. People were like, "Oh, I ran out my tires." No, you didn't. Here I come.
You know, I like to bring this up because I did notice a little bit that when you got out front,
Might have lead change guys coming around this next turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Justin's gonna run that real high lane. I think he's gonna be able to hold him off.
Yeah, that's one of
Nope,
those
he's
things.
gonna let him by.
Charlotte. Yeah, he let him by. Now, with these guys getting a little more laps on their tires, we're gonna have to start looking for those guys to start smacking the wall coming off of 4 or coming out of 2.
And also, I just want to remind the fans that are watching, these drivers have to make at least one green flag stop throughout the night.
No, I go ahead and get done here. Be honest with you. Go ahead and get done here.
Rob Haynes is getting pressured now by Joey.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, side by side at the line here. Joey gonna take it. Rob Haynes just gonna let him go here.
Yeah.
And also another reminder to the fans, the winner of segment 1 will be on the pole for the last segment. If that's the way it works. Is that the way it works? The way it works,
I'm
right?
not sure exactly how they'll do. I think they're going to throw a caution, I believe.
And
Are they going to throw a caution at the end of the segment?
yeah, and they throw a caution at the end of the segments, and I think they rear the field everyone in order except for the 3 winners of the segments. I think that's how they do it.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. But
This is
I
our
think the
first
segment
one, so
winners.
it's all new to us as well.
Yeah, it's our first time. We're new to it. Can someone pull up the rule book? Get confirmation on that though.
Get confirmation on what? I'm sorry, I missed it.
If you win the segment, you get the position in the last segment.
I don't know how we pull that off.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a rule for just specialty race here, but it looks like Joey Stats is about to. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Definitely off the pace.
Yeah, Woo. I'm gonna go back and take a look at that myself.
I don't know how much Michael Leiby likes that number 55, but that's a number I would be going for next season. It's a number special to me. I would love to have that number next season in DCR. I'd have to buy it from him. Yeah.
All I gotta say is, as long as you guys stay away from the 07, we're all good.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that number.
I went back and looked at Joey, and he got quite a bit of right side damage on that last.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely killed on the right front.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we got a new second place person. We saw Salmaso.
Oh, George Munger is pitting.
Yeah,
Yep,
a lot of
he's
these
pitting
guys
right
pitting
now.
here. Anthony Thitchener, he's got all that damage. He's probably done for the night. I think he got into another wreck because he's got even more damage now.
They're going to all take 4, obviously. So 26 laps in, if it's a 100-lap race, so we got at least 2 more green flag pit stops.
Well, that'll be interesting how race control sees that. Thomas Lattimore came up a little bit in the corner and came on the track a little early.
Well, it depends. Does the boys have at it tonight?
I don't know. It depends on how lenient they are. He came up way early, but he didn't gain anything on Justin Bland, so I don't know. And he didn't come up in front of anyone.
Yeah, they might look at that as it. Well, I don't know.
Boys have at it.
Yeah.
That's the strategy I would like. 'Cause boys have at it. Let's be lenient on the rules.
Yeah. I mean, in this case here, there obviously wasn't anyone behind them, so it didn't really impact anybody.
I mean, look at the kind of racing it produces when basically you say boys have at it. I think we're kind of a little bit more competitive racing tonight.
Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten the everything is great line had we not had the boys have at it.
Exactly.
Which I think I need a t-shirt for that after what happened on Monday night. I handled that situation a little bit bad. I may or may not have turned someone for second place. You know, I didn't mean to, but he came at me and said some words and, you know, tried wrecking me after the finish of the race. So I called him out in the broadcast. It was a lot of fun for me, not for him.
Here we go, Nick Olsen in the number 3, and also the number 3 car there. They're battling it out. Let's see. Oh, he gave way. 3 gave way. So Nick Olsen up into 4th.
Where did
now,
Nick
boys.
Olsen come from?
Hey, he's got a fan here.
Somebody said Matt Kenseth. Somebody said Matt Kenseth.
Matt Kenseth.
Where did he come from?
Oh,
I see how it is. Jeffrey Ford is like the Jeff Gordon of the booth. He sees the 24. Maybe it used to be his number or something. He's going to pull for him. And John Cottle, I'm sure if you see a junior scheme, you're pulling for them, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, see, here we go. He's the DW.
come on now. Now I'm going to say this out loud. I'm a Kyle Busch fan, actually.
Ban him, smite him, burn him at the stake.
Oh, come on. Come on. So, Nick Olsen up in the 3rd. Let's see here. Luis Salmaso, 5th.
He's 4.4 seconds back on George Munger, and he's kind of surprising me. He's been able to hold off these all-star locked-in drivers. He's showing them up.
I think George Munger, he had a really good pit stop apparently, because he was far out ahead when they came out of the pits.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have to take 2 tires at one point tonight, right?
Correct.
When do you guys think that that's the best time to get it out of the way?
Never. Oh, you have to take 2 tires?
You have to take 2 tires, yeah. 1 pit stop in the race, you have to take 2.
Oh, it would be the next one then. No, I would wait for the caution. Or does it have to be a green flag one?
It can be anything.
You know, I think that might have been what happened then, because if you look at the way the cars
George took it.
Here we go. We got the number 69 car right now. Getting ready to pass Brad Moore. This is a very good one going into the turn, and we also got traffic. Michael Leiby in front of him, so we'll see how this works out. 69 is 15. He's looking to get Brad now.
Yeah, if we look at the lap times, right now George Munger's he's the fastest in the field at the moment,
and he's in 1st.
I'm seriously curious if maybe he did take 2 and that's loosening up his car, and that's why he's running a little bit faster.
Well, I'll tell you, my strategy would be to take 2 as early as possible. That way, when it comes down to the end of the race, I don't have to think about having two tires.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I think that Justin Bland, Thomas Lattimore, and them actually took 2 tires, and George Munger took 4. because I'm just looking at lap times, and that's what it looks like personally.
And he's 4 seconds out in front of everybody else, so that could be.
Oh, Justin Bland. Oh, his ping.
What happened to Justin?
His
He started
ping's up to
lagging real bad
716.
there.
Oh, okay.
Olsen really gaining on Justin Bland. He's down to about 6/10 behind Justin Bland now.
Yeah, he's reeling him in a little bit like a fish.
This segment should be close to ending, shouldn't it?
We're at lap 37. When's the first segment end?
You know, honestly, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check right now. Oh, okay. Let me check. I'll tell you guys.
Jeffrey is our pit reporter for tonight.
Yeah, I'll be the pit reporter.
Hey, can you bring out the the little computer with the car on it, and we can take the car apart tonight too?
I'm working on that.
I wish. What's that called again?
Oh my gosh, that's why I said
Virtual.
the virtual race car.
I forget the actual name that they call it.
I'm scared to say it because it might be copyright.
Okay, so here's what I'm showing right now, guys. Now, you said that they changed it to 100 laps.
Thought it was 100.
But
Maybe 110.
I don't. Anthony sent me a message, and he's saying it's 50 total laps. First segment is 20 laps. Second segment is 20 laps, and the last one is 10. So it's 20, 40, and 50.
That was Showdown.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the Showdown. Oh, okay. 10-3 what I just said. Here we go. The All-Star race is 50 laps, and then 13 laps. So 50 laps is the end of the first segment. 100 laps is the end of the second segment, and then it's 113 laps total.
Yikes.
So there you go.
So who's gonna come in right before the end of the segment and try to pit?
Nobody.
You think no one?
Well, you go a lap down if you pit here.
No, you don't.
I come in right.
I think you do.
No.
Not late in the run, you don't. Not late in the run, you don't.
Listen.
Especially if you only take 2 tires.
If you don't,
okay.
you come in here 1 lap before. You take 4 tires, if you can do it, and you come back in and take 2 tires when you cut. So that's what I did in All-Star race. I went from dead last to second.
Okay.
In the Showdown. So
strategy.
It works.
Strategy.
Yeah, looking at the times here, unless you're in the really top 5, I don't see how you can pit. Because I mean, past the top 5, if you pit, you're going a lap down.
Yeah, that makes a big difference there. If you're in the top, that's what I was pretty much saying. You can go ahead and you can probably do a quick pit stop and not go a lap. Well, no, you know what? You can't probably at 26 seconds. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be tough, actually.
Now, if the caution came out right now.
Yeah, caution them up. Go ahead and do our 2 times.
If a caution comes out, I think there's going to be some that stay out and some that come in, honestly.
Oh, well, yeah, some might stay out to get them segment points.
Oh, I didn't even notice this race controls over here saying 20 to go, 10 to go.
We got 6 more laps. Looks like George is going to lead this first segment, as usual. Got 4-second lead.
The question is, did he take 4 tires or did he not?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to him down on pit road.
Oh, I'm going to go back and look at it. Curiosity killed me.
Curiosity is going to kill the cat. So right now, our top 5 are George Munger, Justin Bland, Nick Olsen, Thomas Lattimore, and Luis Salmaso. Those are the current top 5. We are 4 laps away from the end of the first segment here at the all-star race for the Elite Championship Racing League. And it looks like George Munger, if things stay the way they are now, is going to be your segment 1 leader.
Okay, so just to clear this up, everybody took 4 tires, from what I can see.
Okay.
Justin Bland just slid through his pit stall, is all.
Oops.
So now we know. We put that one to bed.
Now we know. Put it to bed.
Don't let the bed bug. Oh, can I get a redo?
Oh, Nick Olsen actually coming down pit road as we speak.
Real quick, I'm gonna let you guys know here. A break between segment and segment 2 includes a mandatory pit stop with a minimum of 2 tires. The exit off pit road following that stop sets the starting order for segment 2. So the winner of segment 1 is not going to be the winner or the leader at segment 2. It's whoever comes out first in the pits.
Unless it's him who comes out first.
Yeah, unless it's him.
I don't know how I feel about the strategy.
So it's not automatic.
Yeah, and let's see. There's one minimum green flag stop, which I think everyone has already made that. Oh, that's during the 50-lap second segment. Cars must make a green flag pit stop and change
We
minimum
are
to
on
2
the money.
tires.
We're on the money lap right now with George. We're going to make it, hopefully.
Don't blow a
Keep on
tire.
that white line.
Don't blow a tire.
Yeah, don't blow that tire.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess they will throw the caution when he goes by.
yes.
Yeah, caution will come out this time as soon as he crosses the line here. And caution should be
Caution's
out.
out,
There it is.
caution's out.
There we go.
Caution's
And you know
out.
what? I see some traffic up in front of them who are about to be lapped, so they got to be happy about that. And this will also give them a chance to get any repairs done for those who might smack the wall.
Nick Olsen is a lap down, but he could get the lucky dog. Come in.
Did he take a what did he do? Did he go to? He took a stop. He stopped.
Yeah,
he
he put it under
stopped.
green and took appeared to take 4 tires and stuff. I'm not sure if I like that call, because even if he gets his lap back, he's still gonna be back there in the pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that strategy either.
No.
Hey, you know what? One of Nick Olsen's favorite fans is Retro Richard, so let's not expect too many smart choices out there.
I know one thing. These guys have to be glad that caution came out so they can stack back up and go back at it.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's also showing David Bourdin, I believe his name is. Also showing he's lap down now too for some reason.
Whoa, what is Justin Bland doing? He has to pit. What is he doing? Okay.
Rules, baby.
Oh, Thomas Lattimore ran out of fuel coming to pit road.
No.
He's getting
Perfect
pushed
time.
by Nick Olsen.
Oh, he's having to get pushed.
He's getting
Brotherly
pushed.
love right there.
Is that legal?
Absolutely. In the All-Star race, it's legal.
I guess it is.
No, he's not
Whoa.
gonna make it. Oh. Oh, is he gonna make it? The pit? Is he gonna make it?
Oh, he's
the
gonna
one
make it.
almost hit him.
I don't know if it was me. If I was Nick Olsen, I wouldn't have pushed him at all.
Yeah,
that's one less
Run out of
competitive.
fuel. Yeah.
Come on, he's trying to get
He's
this.
trying.
Come
Oh,
on.
he'll make it.
Come on. Come on.
He got it. He got it.
Don't overshoot.
Look at
Don't
that.
overshoot.
He made it.
it. But he's
Hey,
got
look
front
at
end
that.
damage. He has
Now-
bad front end damage.
Yeah, he does. That right there, folks, is what you call maximizing your fuel. So whoever his crew chief is gets a thumbs up.
I don't know if they get a thumbs up. That was too close. If you're sitting in there in the car, you're over here like, what my crew chief just do to me?
Yeah, he was doing everything he could to get that fuel pickup to grab a little bit of fuel so he could get there. So
I thought you said I had one more lap left.
you had a half lap left. You were coasting for the other half.
You misunderstood.
Actually, rewinded the video a little bit. Him in the 11 car down pit road actually made a little contact where the damage came from. Thomas Lattimore.
Nice.
Oh, that is so off. That car is not going to drive the same. Look, we have 21 championships on that car.
What do you say we pull someone up into the booth and we interview someone?
Okay, here's how we're going to do this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. From the top 5.
Eeny, meeny, miny, do it. Do eeny, meeny, miny, mo from the top 5. All right.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick a tiger by his toe. If he screams, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Brad Moore.
Brad Moore's a lucky guy. He gets to talk to Christian.
Why is the guy made me?
Oh,
Because you're broadcasting.
You're
All right, I'll get him.
You're the main guy. I can pull him down.
I got him. Hey,
There he
Brad
is.
Moore, this is Christian up here in the ECR broadcast booth. You got a copy?
10-4.
Hey, you're sitting in 5th place right now. Seems like your car's pretty good, and it's pretty clean so far. You haven't gotten into the wall. What's your strategy for the second segment?
You know, man, I'm not even sure if I know right now. I think I might just see how the race comes to me and see how the car's acting, and then kind of decide what I'm going to do then.
Well, as long as you're there for that last 13-lap segment, you know, I guess the second segment really doesn't matter. As long as you can set it up that you're in the perfect position there at the end of the second segment. So we just wanted to wish you good luck, and we were watching you earlier, and looked like you had a pretty good car coming up through the field.
10-4, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
You will love the way you got chose, by the way, if you go back and watch this.
Back up he goes.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time we ever did eeny, meeny, miny, mo to pick somebody for a broadcast.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There you go.
I'm going to start doing that on a broadcast.
Here we go. The green flag is out. George Munger get out to a good start.
George Munger, Justin Bland.
Oh, Luis is going
Luis
to get up the
Salmaso.
lane.
Oh, I think Luis is going to go ahead and get past Justin.
Oh, but can he get the run?
Oh, he
No.
couldn't quite clear him. Justin fighting back on the outside.
Oh, he pushed Bland up a little bit. Let's see if that's going to knock him out of it.
Oh, Bland's getting on that high
Rob
side.
Haynes looking underneath Brad Moore, 3 wide here.
Oh, yeah. They're not
This
giving
can't
in
work
here.
out. Something's got to give here.
Whoa, what happened to Nick Olsen?
There
He
it
was-
goes. Michael Leiby going around. Brad Moore going around.
Uh-oh,
Brad
they
saved
gathered
it.
up. They gathered it up.
What a save by Brad Moore.
Fantastic. There goes the jinx right there.
Yeah, that
Nick
was the
Olsen was
broadcast jinx.
disqualified.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, man. I don't know what happened.
You know what? He might not have pit under that caution. You have to pit and take 2 tires, whether you're on the lead lap or not.
Uh-oh.
So
Well,
he
we
may
still
not
got-
have pit.
We got 7 guys still on the lead lap.
Chris Steele, the last of those. Wonder if his strategy is just to ride around in the back, or what he's doing. Actually, it looks like he has a little damage from that contact on pit road, so maybe he just getting slowed down by that.
Could be. It looks like though Munger and Bland are going to be the 2 that we're going to have to watch for the end. They've been pretty strong. Looking back here to see if maybe some other guys. Now, what do you think? Brad Moore, I don't know how much damage he got from that last pit, but he's usually fairly fast.
All I gotta say is give him the bumper.
And he will.
You know, I made a lot of bad decisions in my life, and that was one of them.
You gave somebody the bumper?
No, I didn't get the bumper.
Oh.
Yeah, you see George Hungermonger out front. That could be John Cottle had he given the bumper. We got some nicknames whenever we're in Discord for some of these guys. George Hungermonger. I think Justin Bland is Justin Grand or something.
What about Luis Salmaso?
I don't think he really has one.
Well, we gotta think of one before the end of the broadcast.
I think Anthony has one, but I forget what it is.
I don't know.
Big
I hear-
Act. For Anthony, Big Act.
Big Act?
Yeah.
What's Scott Sanderson's?
Scott
Mr.
Sandy
An-
Sanderson?
No, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, is it Mr. Anderson?
Mr. Anderson, you know.
Mr. Sanderson?
The Matrix. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Sanderson.
Oh boy. The Charlotte Showdown.
Anthony calls Ronnie Newman in Discord during the drivers' meeting.
Oh boy.
You know, this fight between George Munger and Justin Bland is starting to look a lot familiar.
That Justin Bland car just needs a 07 on it.
Well, a 63.
Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like, but with Justin Bland and George Munger. George has the speed early, but he wears his tires out, and it looks like Justin catches him. So if we have some green flag runs, it's all gonna be on when how it falls. But here's the deal: if segment 2 ends at lap 100, but we're only going 113 laps, that plays into Munger's hands there for sure.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little secret about this car. If you dive it down to the corner and get onto the brake about 20% and then just floor it straight back up, you could basically cut off. You can only do it about 3 times before you burn your tires up. But if you do it, you can make up about 3/10 to a half a second. Like, not even kidding. I figured that out in the last 4 laps of the showdown.
I'll take that into account when I do the Coca-Cola 600 for the iRacing series.
Yeah, but you only get it. You can only do it 3 times. But I'm telling you, you will burn off your tires and you will drop like a rock after that.
Justin Bland coming down pit road under green flag right here.
I wonder what the strategy is here.
I think he can make it to the end of segment 2, so possibly just setting himself up for the segment to end.
But there's always that wild card. The dreaded caution. If we never caution with this many people, there's something wrong. That was sarcasm at its finest. Nobody, Anthony, don't kill me.
You know what I find interesting? A lap down car right now would be in second. That is Ronnie Norman. Maybe he gets his lap back. He might be a contender late in the going here. He's trying to get up there and get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
You don't see that too much.
And they are fighting hard for position behind him. Well,
Yeah.
they were.
Rob Haynes gonna just let Luis go. Still too early in the day.
Got quiet all of a sudden. What happened?
And looking at the lap times here, Ronnie Norman's actually faster than the leader, even with all that damage on his right side right now.
Now
Ronnie
Luis
Norman.
looking underneath Ronnie here. Ronnie's gonna race him for it.
Oh, he tapped the wall a little bit. It just mirrors that wall get closer after a few laps.
It does. It seems to close in on you there. It comes up a little bit quicker, and if you get lulled to sleep by the last 10, 15 laps of doing it, it can go ahead and smack you.
What way for viewers to look at this and think about it is, if you're basically going the same speed as you were on fresh tires, just with less grip.
Yep. Yep. Oh, it looks like 68 may try to get past Ronnie. I don't know.
I'd ride behind him for about 2 or 3 laps.
We're riding on board with George Munger here. He's really smooth on the wheel input in the corners, so really good setup it looks like.
Oh, George Munger, let's jump in there. Yeah, who makes the setups there?
I believe.
Or a bunch of guys.
Thomas Lattimore.
Yeah, I think Lattimore made it.
Oh, okay. And you know
It
another
was a special setup for the Showdown and All-Star race. They what they did was they, I believe, added 2 pounds to the right rear, added track bar, and took out some wedge to loosen the car up a little bit more. So these guys are really loving it.
Yeah, and I was taking a look there for all the viewers out there. The track temps are pretty cool. Here comes a little green flag stop, Mr. Munger.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it sounds like he's stuttering here.
Oh, he may have ran out.
Is he out?
Oh yeah, he's out. He's stuttering down pit road.
It just may not hurt him though. But what we were talking about earlier about how great the setup is, you take that into account that the track
he took 2 tires.
65 degrees. He took his 2 now.
Well, see,
I think what he was doing is he was just giving up that the second segment on purpose, and then he's going to obviously try to win that last one. Uh-oh.
Ooh, that was close.
Woo! Yeah, I don't know if I would have I don't know about that.
Well, look at this. Justin
I like
Bland pit early, and he's out front now.
Not for long. Not for long.
Well, new race leader Michael Leiby.
Yeah, let's see how long he can go.
He might be pitting within the next few
Right
laps.
on board with him. Oh, someone blew up.
Somebody did blow up.
That would be the number 69.
Yeah, you ready?
You know, I'm not even saying it. I'm kidding. It's number 69.
Gents, I'm going to step away for a quick moment from the broadcast booth.
All right. Yeah, it looks like he might have gotten into the wall and it blew the engine. That's a tough break. With that, only 8 cars left as Michael Leiby, I think, out of fuel.
Oh no, where's he at?
He's in pit road, but I think he's out. I don't hear any engine sound.
Oh, he's clutching it. He's clutching it.
He's stuttering down pit road.
Yeah, he's definitely out of fuel. He also has a ton of damage on that right end, too.
You know, I take back my previous statement. I think Justin Bland has this segment wrapped up.
Now, I know something that happened at the start of the second segment that some viewers might be interested in, where Nick Olsen got DQ'd. Apparently, he was supposed to pit like everyone else and take 2 tires, and then he took a wave around instead, so that's why he ended up getting DQ'd, in case any of the viewers were curious about that.
That's the reason I thought he got disqualified. You know, you have to take a pit stop in between the segments, whether you're a lap down or not. You can't get a wave around. There's no wave arounds in the All-Star race. You have to get him back old-fashioned. So that's why Ronnie is in a good position right now, being right behind George Munger, the first car 1 lap down.
Oh yeah, going into getting close to the next segment, you definitely do not want to be a lap down. You want to be on that lead lap. Even if you're right in front of that leader, you want to stay on that lead lap.
You know, I'm making a comment again because apparently whenever I say something, the opposite happens.
Oh, George Munger taking the lead, back away from Justin Bland here. We're trying to. Justin Bland going to try to make that outside work yet again. Let's see if he can do it.
It might work. Nope. Just...
Oh, yeah. He might clear him. Nope. But he made it work a lot better.
He's in the wall. Oh, wait, I can tell.
Yeah, I think he blinked out, and that's what put him in the wall. A lot of internet connection trouble tonight. For once, it's not me. Tell you what, I can't wait. You know, Jeffrey going to be broadcasting next week. I'm going to be racing here in the Cup Series next week, in the Pit Stop Design Cup Series. I can't wait. I love Charlotte. I finished second in the Pit Stop Design Truck Series. Hopefully I can finish, you know, first in the Pit Stop Design Cup Series.
I'm going to be racing too.
Enough about me, though. I'm a good driver, though. Anyways, George Munger still out front.
I'm gonna put. I almost got you across my front bumper.
I almost got you, George. That's what you should put.
Oh, you. Oh. That stings.
You know, if you put that on yours, he's going to end up putting. Well, if he does win, he's going to put. You almost got me, but I got the All-Star, bud.
Oh.
You know what's funny is the guy that that's just kind of a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the guy that you could have beat, leading and dominating the All-Star race.
Yep.
That's got to be sour.
So much emotion in that one.
Who's out of this race here? Got Thomas Lattimore out, Nick Olsen out, Joey Stats out of it, Anthony Thitchener, Stephen Massey, Dalton Tucker, Scott Sanderson, all out of the race.
Scott didn't even start it though, just for that.
Yeah. He just came in and was like, well, nah. I'm too new to be an all-star.
Oh.
He came in, I think the first race he raced in, he won. And I think like 3 out of the 4 first races he won. So he's pretty dominant this season.
I'm having flashbacks to John Schweikert.
Yeah, that could be. He could be the next John Schweikert.
Please don't do that. Please. I followed that rear bumper enough.
Yeah, I did too. Monday night. And, you know, in the broadcast, they said I was faster than him. And when you can say that you're faster than or not Scott Sanderson, I'm thinking of Justin Michael. They're the same person, basically. Scott Sanderson said he came here because of Justin Michael, and he used to race with Justin Michael all the time. And Justin Michael is winning all the time in the trucks. Scott Sanderson's winning all the time in the Cup. So those two are dominating.
You know what's weird? I cannot drive the Xfinity car to save my life, but the A car, I can drive it all day long.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The trucks are my go-to. Then it's Cup. The Beeline cars, I just, I like them. I can race them. I just don't like them.
I say B car because I've just shortened it up
Yeah.
because Beeline, you know, saying.
It isn't a Beeline broadcast, so I could technically say the other word and not get fined, but I
ain't testing it.
Yeah,
I'm not testing it.
it's so into my head that I just can't even say the other word anymore. I've even called the real life Xfinity Series Beeline Series. I was like, hey, the Beeline Sim Series is on. What are you talking about?
Over here.
I meant the Xfinity Series. I'm sorry. It's pounded in my head by Anthony.
Oh, he said it. We're testing it.
Oh, we're testing it. It's not a Beeline Sim broadcast, though. I'm good. It's a Pit Stop Designs Cup Series broadcast, I think. I don't even know if the sponsorship was official for this race. I think it was.
Uh-oh.
We were sponsorless, so thanks for them finally sponsoring us and actually, stepping up.
Justin Bland went a lap down somehow.
More than likely, pit again, possibly.
Yes, he did. Oops. I missed it somehow.
I don't think that was smart.
Yeah, he's having some major lag. I've seen him what looks like he's hit the wall several times, but I don't think it was that smart either. He might have just cost himself a shot.
There's only 5 cars in contention because there's no.
Do they have enough fuel to make it to the end of the segment?
I think so. Ronnie's clutching it, so maybe not.
Oh, plot twist.
Let's check on board with George Munger, see if he's clutching it.
I wish we could pull down an in-race broadcast. I mean, oh my gosh. I gotta know.
Ronnie did it on Tuesday night. Why not have him do it again?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
We're pulling him.
He's not around anybody.
Hey, Ronnie
else,
Norman,
man.
it's Christian up here in the ECR broadcast booth. I know you're under green, but you have a few seconds to talk.
I suppose.
Well, we hear that you're clutching it, saving fuel. Is it like everyone's going to run out before this segment's over?
I'm about 1.5 laps to the good for this segment, just trying to stay on this here.
Is it helping you as far as setup-wise, or what's the purpose in it?
Well, I'm hoping the leaders will have to pit one more time. They run it hard.
Well, I hate
Maybe give me a chance to get back on the lead lap.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but George Munger is not clutching it, so yeah.
Yeah, everybody's strategies are all different right now, so.
I know it's like a Las Vegas craps room right now, out here. Oh, actually, George Munger is, I think, clutching it there.
Taking it easy on the gas.
Yeah, he's really, really lifting going into the corners.
Yeah, we didn't race like that, but oh my gosh, we're curious right now.
Yeah, we were curious. We needed to know.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I messed up during that last segment, ran out of fuel, and I didn't get out ahead of the pace car, so that's why I'm in the situation I am.
Yeah, we saw Justin Bland also fell a lap down there, and he got past you. So unfortunately, you're not going to get the lucky dog, and there's no wave around. So that's unfortunate for you. Hopefully, another caution comes right back out, and you are able to get back on the lead lap. We're going to send you back up to the main room, though. That way you can hear everything going on. Thanks for talking with us, and good luck in the last segment.
Thank you.
As look at this, George Munger's going to come in.
Yeah, this might be what all the guys don't need.
Now the question is, can Luis make it?
Ronnie is really saving fuel now.
All right, guys. Now let's just
Can Michael
take a deep
Leiby
breath
make
here.
it? Can Luis make it? Luis is in. Michael Leiby, the last one. Can he make it?
I'm just so scared to watch. I'm scared. I'm just going to hear. Pop, pop.
This puts Justin Bland and Ronnie Norman back on the lead lap. Can Ronnie save enough fuel? He said he was 1 lap to the good.
Yeah, I think if I'm at this point, but if I'm even close to running out, I would just do what I had to do, get down pit road as fast as possible, get out, get to the next segment.
In Ronnie's case, I think he has to stay out at this point, or else he's done for.
Yeah. The leader is right on him. 2 to go. Can Ronnie stay on the lead lap? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
There's a decent sized gap between Ronnie and Michael, so Michael dropping low. Is he coming in? No, he's staying out. He might have enough.
Oh, is he going? Michael going to let Luis go? Yes, he does. I don't think he had a choice there.
Yeah, I think Luis was going to take that regardless. He knows he needs to be on the lead lap, and he was going to take it.
Now, you know, in Ronnie's case, with him clutching that much, when you dump the clutch going into the corner, it gets the car really, really tight on entry. Like, it causes your car to change handling-wise, for sure.
Caution's out.
As the caution is out,
Pretty
and
big
look at
wreck
this,
back here.
Ronnie Norman is on the lead lap, ladies and gentlemen.
He held it.
6 cars going to be on the lead lap for the final segment. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we just spent the whole week here and got to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, just so y'all know.
I'm back, boys. All I heard was she's easy on entry.
It was interesting. You missed a lot. There was a lot of saving going on. Ronnie was dumping the clutch so much that he almost went a lap down, but was able to stay on the lead lap and is now going to be in the final segment in contention.
Nice.
We did pull him up into the booth and have him in here while he was racing. That was nice of him to be able to do that. It's the
Very
All-Star
nice,
race.
very nice.
We always got to do something different.
Definitely.
He's got one
I
of the
like
nicest
this race,
schemes out
dude.
there too. You know, not favoritism at all because I made it. You know, not at all. I don't know.
Can we race the 600 like this? Because this is awesome.
I've been begging for stages. I have been begging. I hope next season we have stages.
I actually
Yeah,
think it's
I'd like to have
produced.
stages.
I think Anthony should make that a vote that next season we have stages. I mean, it's going to be harder to keep track of. We're probably going to need admins dedicated for each series, but I hope people will be willing to do it.
I mean, all you gotta do is take a picture of the top 10 for the points and stuff. So, each time. So, but we don't have to keep track of points. I just like the cautions because it brings everybody close together. And I mean, once you do it on here, it makes it like you can see it's better racing.
Luis looks like he's the first car off pit road.
But if we do have segments, I don't want to have cautions thrown at the end of each segment.
If there's going to be stages, I want the cautions.
Yeah, the
Oh,
caution
okay.
brings everybody closer together, and I mean, it
and
gives that like what we see between George Munger and Justin Bland. I mean, at the beginning of the runs, that is just awesome.
And think back to real NASCAR, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. bumping Kyle Busch out of the way to stay on the lead lap at the end of the stages. That type of racing is brought out by stages, and I think if we had them, it would be more exciting for broadcasts, and it would just be better.
And the setups feel like this, you can bump somebody and not murder their night. I mean, they'll just go up the track a little bit, you go up under. I mean, that's
You know
what
that
it's
pretty
like,
well.
these setups. Leave me
I'm
alone.
sorry, too early.
Too early, too soon.
Too early.
Get back to me next week.
Let's try pulling in another driver. They're not 2 to green, right?
All right, I got this. I got this.
Oh boy, here
All
comes
right,
the
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick a tiger by its toe. If he screams, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Justin Bland.
Justin Bland. Bring that old boy up in there.
Who wants to interview him?
I vote for Jeffrey Ford because I suck at interviews.
What?
You should bring Retro Richard in. Have him interview Justin Bland.
Retro's not available tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah, he is. He's available.
He's
All
not.
right. Justin Bland, it's Christian and Jeffrey up here in the ECR broadcast booth.
You're surrounded, sir.
Good Lord.
Justin, you are surrounded by all the broadcasters in the Elite Championship Racing League. How you feeling tonight?
No pressure.
No
Well,
pressure at all.
man, it all comes down to this. I mean, it's going to be a very hectic restart here. Luis is on 2 tires, and I know George is really fast on my outside here, so it's going to all come down to this. It's going to have to be a good restart and take off from there.
Yeah, you only got a couple laps here. You got anything planned? You got maybe a little layback strategy, a little something extra for the All-Star race here? You going to lay back, break a few rules, or are you going to try to play it straight and get by these guys?
I mean, really the big thing here is just to look for any sort of opening here. If Luis gives me anything, I'm taking it, but not going to do anything too crazy. Obviously, don't want to take any of us out of this one. We all have good cars here, all capable of winning this, so it's all going to come down to the right call at the right time.
All right, and being that this is for $30+ here, what will you do with all those winnings, Justin?
We'll buy some road cars. I definitely want to get on the road side a lot more, so I'll be spending most of it over that way.
No pressure, but the last person we interview wrecked, so no pressure.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, we'll let you go green here. Good luck, Justin.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Justin.
Well, you might as well let him know. Be upfront with the man.
Bring her
Yeah.
Come on, keep
Green flag here.
There we go.
Justin gets a good start on Michael Leiby. He's not going to be able to get a good start, so it looks like Justin's going to immediately take second. Look at this. Ronnie Norman coming into third.
Norman.
Oh, boy.
Mr.
They're
Ronnie
gonna go 3
Newman.
wide now. Let's see. But you know what? This is playing out well for Luis because while they're battling, he's getting away.
And George Munger, he's stuck in traffic. He can't get around Michael Leiby yet. Rob Haynes underneath him. That's holding him up.
Justin Bland has got a couple more laps to figure this out.
I say an outside pass.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it on an outside pass.
Bump,
he's
just
gonna
give him a bumper.
Give him the Kyle Larson treatment.
Give it to him.
I want this finish to be like Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott in the Showdown.
Oh, he's there.
He's there. Can he do it?
Oh,
Oh, he's going to give it to him. Give it to him.
right in the Ford symbol.
Here it is.
He's looking
You're on
low.
lap 113.
Luis gonna shut
More
the door.
laps, boys. 2 more laps.
There's no way he burned off his tires that fast. Come on.
There is a lot of blocking going on. You know,
10
I
laps
thought
to
I said
go.
What about Luis? How many?
10.
Oh, okay. So so
He's got plenty of time, I think. Here he goes. He's going low.
That's too low.
I was thinking 113 total laps.
Oh, this is going to be tight.
He's got him. No, well done.
He's gonna lead it this time. Let's see if he can hold him off in 1 and 2 here.
These two are gonna wreck.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, can he get him? Can he get him?
Here he goes.
Oh, he
He's
didn't
got
clear
him.
him.
No, he didn't clear him.
He didn't clear him.
Back. He's coming back, and he's gonna be
gonna
able to
pull
get a
off
run
the
coming
slide
out.
job.
Oh, here comes Munger.
He's gonna get him. And here it is.
Oh,
He's gonna
Glenn
snap.
puts the block to him.
Puts the block.
Luis clips the grass, trying to pass in the grass. Justin gonna pull away now.
The pass in the grass.
Hey, if Luis races Munger that hard.
Hey, look at this. Ronnie Norman battling George Munger for third.
So how many total laps is this thing?
Final segment, 13 laps.
Yeah, 113 green flag laps, 10 total under caution. So we've already spent the 10 under caution. Let's get them. Let's go get them, boys.
Like 5 to go. They get like 5 to go or somewhere in there.
We got 7 to go, 6 to go this time by.
Oh boy. Luis is closing back in though.
Those right side tires might be loosening him up. He's trying to get back up there. I don't know where to put the camera. Who should the camera be on?
This is intense.
The top 5 are under a blanket right now. There's a little bit of a gap between Luis and George and a little bit of one between George and Ronnie. But they are all right there.
Yeah, this is
Blink or
crazy.
you'll miss it, guys.
Don't blink. And we had 10 caution laps, so we're going to 123.
Yeah, we are going to 123. We are going to the end of this thing. 5 laps to go. George Munger, he is reeling him in. He's down to 0.6 of a second now.
Yes, sir, but he's going to run out of laps.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. He is coming.
Do you think
He's still going to get past Luis. He's still going to get past Luis.
We know
You gotta
George
catch
Munger
Luis.
can get up to the bumper. He's going
Yeah,
to give
Luis
it to
is
him.
done.
Oh, Justin's starting to
are.
blink a little bit.
Justin always blinks.
Yeah.
Justin always
If he's
blinks.
not blinking, he's not racing.
Exactly.
Hey, Justin, I think they say hit the pace car.
Oh, Munger
Oh,
just hit
Munger!
the wall in the grass. He was
Save
trying
it.
that was black flag. I was speeding in pit road. There you go.
Oh.
He put it in. He ain't going to win it. He's just going to park it. It ain't for points. No fine for DNF, and he's just going to pull it in. I think Justin has it now. No competition.
Yeah.
2 to go. I'm definitely interviewing Justin if he wins this thing.
We're going to play rock, paper, scissors over this one. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're good.
Justin
my team
Bland
owner.
is going to be buying himself some
He's
road
watching my
cars.
team.
Hey, I've been here since the season started. Where are you at now?
I've been here since 2 years.
Hey, no, back off. 1 to go for Justin Bland.
We've seen fights on the track. We're about to see a fight in the booth.
Here
I tell you
he
what,
comes.
Daytona 500 winner this season, and now leading the All-Star race. He's got 2 more corners to go.
Can he do it?
Oh, we got a battle behind them. Ronnie Norman, Michael Leiby, side by side into 3 and 4.
Oh!
He's gonna
Oh, they
give him
touch.
some-
They're touching at the line. Here they go.
Oh,
Ronnie
yeah.
spins it.
Oh my gosh!
He kept it off the wall. Amazing driving. That was
Fantastic.
an incredible finish. Ronnie putting on a good show. I'm showing Ronnie 3rd, Michael Leiby in 4th.
I'm showing opposite of that.
Showing
I'm
opposite?
3rd. I'm showing Leiby in 3rd and Norman in 4th.
All right, yeah, now it updated. Okay.
That was awesome, though. And Justin gets $1 billion in ECRL funds, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And $30 cash.
And $30 real cash.
I say we interview the top 4 because I think what Ronnie has to say about that will be fun.
Yeah. That is true.
Justin and Luis celebrating there.
Yes, sir.
I think Justin's
Ron?
going until he runs out of fuel. Uh-oh. There we go. We're gonna bring these guys in here.
Ow.
Let's bring Ronnie down here too.
He's in.
All right. Where's Michael? There he is.
Where's Mr. Leiby? There he is.
Got him.
We got Leiby,
Everyone in
Norman,
here?
Bland.
Where's Luis? I got Luis. All right. So we're gonna start off. Who's down here with Ronnie Norman? Who's got him?
There's Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie. You got a copy of Jeffrey Ford here?
Yeah, I got you, Jeffrey.
Ronnie, it appeared as though it got a little bit spirited on that last lap there. What was that there? Was that just rubbing racing for the third place position there, or what happened out there?
Hey, it's the All-Star race. You gotta have some fun with it. That was my plan. If you got next to him, it was kind of rub doors with him. It just kind of sucked because I had him there for a little bit, and then I kept getting tighter and tighter with like 2 or 3 laps to go, and then you kept seeing Leiby get closer, and I was like, well, here we go. So I threw a hard block on him going down the back stretch, and he got on the outside. I was hoping I could get into 3, not wash up into him, which thankfully I didn't. I slowed down enough. But coming out of 4, I mean, you're going to be rubbing doors. It's the All-Star race. You want to try. Plus, I wanted to get 3rd. I think it's a little bit more payout than 4th. But it was entertaining. I mean, I wrecked. I didn't really care. It was fun. Leiby got 3rd. That was awesome. It was a fun race to the finish line for sure.
Yeah, it was great. It was great for the fans to watch out there. We were following that battle as we are coming around turns 3 and 4. You had a strategy call a little bit earlier that got you up to the front. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the race, I got into the wall off of a turn. I think it was turn 4, turn 2, I believe. Got some damage, so put me back in the field pretty good. But after we pit, I can't remember what it was. I don't remember if I took 4 on the first stop or which one it was, but I took 2 tires the last stop, which got me back on the lead lap. And I'm still trying to figure out to this moment how I was able to get back on the lead lap. I don't even know how it's true. I know Leiby crossed the finish line when he was a half a second behind me, and if he would have passed me, it would have just ruined the rest of the race for me. But I mean, hey, somehow I got back on the lead lap. I saved fuel. I think I ran out of fuel right when I entered my pit stall for that last pit stop. So I was pretty excited. I was pretty pumped just knowing that I was going to get the opportunity to race these guys for that 13-lap dash to the finish and have a chance to go for the win. It was pretty incredible on my part.
Yeah, we agree there. It was awesome. It was awesome to see. And that brings us to another question that we were talking about here in the broadcast booth, myself and Christian, a couple of the other guys, and how the segments created some pretty good racing. What's your feelings on maybe having segment racing? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I mean, what do you think, Ronnie?
I think the main part for the segment racing is it's hard to come down to like right toward the end of the segment is when like you have to pit. So I think that's the only part that I hate about it because it made it so much harder. Like you have to make sure you save fuel because that's with me we're running out of fuel. Like I couldn't even make it around once the caution came out. I mean, I made it to the end of the segment, but I couldn't make it around in my pit stall and pit without going a lap down. So, I mean, if we had more laps to where we could pit in between the segments and then go past our segment without running out of fuel, it wouldn't mind. I mean, it does make it interesting. But I mean, it's what it is. I'll race. I mean, no matter what they do with any series, I mean, racing's in my blood. It's gonna happen. So.
All right, Ronnie. Thanks for coming up here in the booth with us. And before we cut you free, first off, congratulations on the 4th place finish. Nothing wrong with that. And anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, any sponsors, anyone that might be watching?
Yeah, I want to thank Liberty University, Champion Spark Plugs. Got a couple buddies watching my race tonight. Was Brad and Brooke. I don't know if he tuned in or not, but I'm pretty sure he did. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. Everybody that was in this race, it was fun. And shout out to Justin for winning the All-Star race. Another $1 million richer in funds here, so congrats to him. And hopefully everything just turns out and we have a good rest of the season here.
All right, so there you guys have it. The number 25, Ronnie Harmon, coming in the 4th place spot. Turning it over to you, Christian.
I actually think Chaffin has our 3rd place. Michael, Chaffin, you with him?
Let's see.
You want to interview him, Chaffin?
Oh, my bad. Michael Leiby, you there?
Yes, I am.
You looked like you had a pretty good car there in the second segment. What happened going into the third segment there?
Just on the outside, just going into one, when you're full throttle going through that corner, the inside's a shorter way to go around. So I knew I was going to be kind of doomed once Luis had that first place. I knew I wasn't going to be too much of a factor.
Yeah, a lot of good cars out there tonight. I know they touched on it a second ago. I know you and Ronnie Norman kind of touched tips there a little bit. You want to talk about that for a second?
Yeah, it was just some good racing. I mean, it's for third. I don't know if the point at the payout's different or not, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, right on. I mean, if you end up there in the first place, I mean, might as well race as hard as you can.
That's right.
Did you learn it? Well, probably the last question, I guess. But did y'all learn? Do you think you learned anything going into the race for next week?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, pretty much how the car's gonna handle, how much fuel you can get in a fuel run. I found that out at the end of the second segment. With had a segment end with me having 0.6 laps estimated left, so it's cut that a little too short for my liking. But yeah, we don't have segments next week, so be a little different than what we had tonight.
Oh, for sure. Well, congrats on your third place finish, man. Hopefully, you can jump up 2 spots going into next week and get that win next week.
Yep, thanks.
All right, John Cottle, you got our second place, Luis.
Hey, Luis, you got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Man, that was amazing racing. I'm sorry. I said in the broadcast just to give you the bump, but I was like, this is intense. I just want to see a really good race. But, man, you there in that run, you were giving it everything you had. And what was just going through your head during that last few laps?
I took 2 tires on the last stop. At first, I wasn't even going to pit. I tried to stretch as much as I could the second stage, bring in the fuel all the way to the caution. That's what I wanted to do, but I was 3 or 4 laps short at the end. So when I saw everybody pitting, I said, you know what? The hell with it. It's going to be 13, 12 laps. I'm going to take 2 tires here. And if anybody wants to come by me, they're going to have to put pretty much the car on the line to do it. So I wasn't going to wreck anybody. But I knew that a short stint was not my game. I don't know if you guys noticed during the race, I was letting guys by. And as the laps were counting on, I was starting to catch them back up. Even at the last stage, I cut George's lap difference by almost 5 seconds on the run we pitted. I was right behind him. So that was my game. So I knew that short pitting was going to be something different. Didn't want to do that. So took a gamble. Pretty happy with the way that came out. I was trying to pinch and adjusting as much as I could down to the bottom. Hopefully that he was going to get tied. Hopefully that something was going to happen. But he kept the car in one piece. Never came off the track or anything like that. So clean racing, fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, anybody you like to thank for tonight? Anybody, any sponsors or anything you like to thank?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Josh Sheets because he was bugging me to run this particular paint scheme. Hopefully, you guys caught it on the broadcast. He said, "Oh, I really want that. I really like that one. Hopefully, you can run that one." So, big shout out to him. Big shout out to the team. Even though we're not racing regularly here, we still get together. We still try things here there. The fixed setup, I've been racing very, very limited schedule, but got a couple of pointers, watch a couple of guys run, so try my best to figure this thing out. Hopefully I'll be here next week, and without the segments, everybody going full fuel, full runs, that's gonna play to my game. So we'll see.
All right. Well, I just want to say, Luis, congrats on seconds. That's still a lot of money for you, so congrats on that. But I'm here in victory lane with $1 million boy, Justin Bland. Justin, how does it feel winning the All-Star race and the Daytona 500 in the same season?
Man, dude, it's awesome. This season, it's taken off. It started the first week of the season, and it's just been on an uphill climb since. Just first and foremost, I want to give Luis a huge shout out. We had a really good race there at the end. I was surprised. I thought him taking 2 tires, I didn't think I'd really have to worry about him much, but he was probably the hardest I've had to race anybody all night. So definitely, I got big eyes on him next week at the 600. He'll be really good. He's really good on the long run saving. I felt like I was saving pretty decent, and next thing I know, he'd be at my bumper. So definitely want to watch out for next week. Same with George Munger, but nonetheless, tonight it was awesome to get to win the All-Star race. I've always wanted to win this race, and then $1 million ECR funds and then $30 on top of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're going to be locked in for as long as ECR keeps going. You'll be able to do the All-Star race every season. So we're going to look forward to seeing you every year. And, you may not have had the greatest car, but you come out with a great win. Honestly, every car out there was within a tenth of each other. So everyone proved that they were worth being here. It was an incredible race, and you proved that you are the ultimate all-star and pulled off the win. So, again, congrats. Anything? I know you said you were going to get some road cars with the $30. Obviously, that $1 million's going to help you out with JBR. Just again, congrats, man. Anyone you want to thank?
Appreciate it, man. I mean, first and foremost, I want to thank Joey Stats, who stepped up and started to sponsor the Cup Series this week. It's a huge step, and we definitely appreciate that. And then, obviously, the $30 reward tonight. That was awesome. I was shaking. It's been a long time since I got that excited at the end of the race, and knowing that there's actually money on the line, that was really cool. So him stepping up to be the broadcaster this year, it was awesome. Also want to thank George Munger. He had an amazing run tonight. If he hadn't hit the wall there at the end and had a little better starting spot, he came out 4th, I think, on that last pit stop. I think he was definitely the car to beat. I think he was faster than me all night. So thanks. He's got good run after good run. It's just a matter of time until he finally pulls off a win. So other than that, thank you guys for the broadcast. I look forward to going back and watching this one later.
Oh yeah, it was an exciting one with 4 of us up here. We had a lot of fun. A lot of interesting things happened tonight. Needless to say, it always is with us in here. But yeah.
Oh Lord.
It was a great race. You guys put on one hell of a show, and I hope to be in the next All-Star race instead of up here. I could have been, but I decided to sit it out. But no, Jeffrey, no. Anyways, Josh Sheets wannabe. We're gonna wrap this up. It's already 11 o'clock. I did not think it would be this late. I'm ridiculously tired. I don't know much more to say other than it was a great race. These guys put on a hell of a show. I can't sum it up more than that.
I don't think we had a single caution, did we?
There were a lot of close calls, but no actual wrecks.
Going back on that point you said earlier about the All-Star race, one of the closest fields we had all year. That was really cool. I felt like everyone out there definitely deserved to be in that race tonight.
All right, well, that's going to do it here tonight for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe. This is where we broadcast the Beeline series, Beeline Sim series. So you can go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be able to catch them. You can go ahead and go over to Ford Entertainment Group. Did I get that right? Ford Entertainment Group?
Yes.
All right,
that's right.
Go over to them, subscribe to them for the Cup Series, and go to Broadcasting Network for the Truck Series. Subscribe to them. But that's going to do it. So thanks for watching, and see you guys, I think, next week. Next week's July 4th. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks break. So have a good one tonight, folks.